What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Yesterday, I decided, you know what? I've been slacking a little bit on my Instagrams, my Reels, my Shorts, my TikToks, because I focus so much on YouTube and what it is that you guys have going on that I don't post as much on any of these other social media platforms, but I do have the resources. I got the editors and stuff to be able to do so. I said I'm gonna get back in the game starting on Juneteenth, which just so happened to be my anniversary. And I said, yo, let's go ahead and get to posting back again. So I wanted to start with something a little bit more inspirational. So I started with a guy that would come up on my platform pretty regularly. And, you know, he had told me his story and his background story. And I don't want to go into that because a lot of it is negative and stuff like that. But he was looking for a boost and he was trying to understand, you know, how it was that he could navigate and become more successful within corporate America and stuff like that, and business and all of that other type of stuff. And so because I mentor a lot of young guys and I've been doing it for a long time from 14 through 24, and I've found a level of success with these guys, including getting a lot of them to making over 6 figures and being able to level up and, you know, become successful in their respective fields and things like that. You know, he had made a transformation, and it was absolutely awesome because it's always awesome when you have an opportunity to be able to reach the youth. Well, this is basically the video that I posted yesterday, or a snippet of the video of what I posted on both Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You just crashing out? That's the end of it?
I'm not crashing. That ain't crashing out.
It is, because you fumble in the bag. That's crashing out, is fumble in the bag, big dog.
Man, I ain't cutting his hair.
Is it that meaningful to you?
I mean, it's not that serious, but it's like, why?
What if cutting your hair is the difference between making an
yourself
extra $150,000 a year and what you're making right now? Would you cut it then? What if cutting your hair was the difference between making an additional $150,000 a year and what you're making right now? Would you cut it then?
Oh shit! I'm ready for that 250,000.
Oh shit! Dog, you look like a brand new person, man. Dog, you look like a G. I see you. He got his glasses on. He got his specs. Yo, fam. Dog, I might have to bring you in to come and hire work for Time Dog right now. You looking like a phenomenal representation of greatness right now. I have to give you your... Let me bow down for you. I'm always amazed. The internet never ceases to amaze me and help me to understand the environment and the culture by which we live in, and why I ultimately say black culture is trash, specifically the things that we celebrate the most and the things that we highlight is awesome. I'm not going for it. I'll never apologize for it. I'll never apologize for putting a dude in a position to be able to feed his family. I'll never apologize for putting a dude or giving him advice that's going to allow for him to be able to make his life easier in order to ensure that his daughter and his son is fed. I'm amazed. And I don't even know why I'm still surprised. I've been doing YouTube content creation for a long time, and I've seen some of the most egregious things spouted over the internet. And this is why I go so hard. This is why it's so important for men to be fathers. This is why it's so important for guys to stop taking advice from single baby mamas and women that can't give you any insight and information on what it takes in order to be a man. This is why it's important for us to stand 10 toes down on the things that we know is best for us, because these people will have you crashing out. These people will not be there for you, and these are the same people that's got the Free Ray Ray t-shirts on and won't snitch when it comes to identifying the most egregious and monstrous people as a part of their community. You know, sometimes I used to wonder if we were cursed. When I was growing up, I used to wonder if we were cursed, because I used to try to figure out, why is it that no matter what part of history, no matter how long people continue to struggle, or when you compare today in 2023 to yesteryear, why families were better off, why people were able to start businesses and they were more successful. But when they left their homes over into their children and grandchildren, then they fumbled it and they crashed out? Why is it that we celebrate the things that's the worst for us? Why is the examples that the people are using inside of these comments literally unrelatable? Why do our kids only want to be rappers and basketball players? And why do we, when we buy jewelry, why do we buy the thing that don't appreciate over time and doesn't hold its value and beat the rate of inflation? Why do we buy chains with diamonds in them, you know, that literally depreciate like a car? And when you go over to trade it in or to sell it or anything like that, it absolutely has no value. And the value that we put into things can't actually help us become better versions of ourselves. Why do we talk about retaining wealth and putting wealth into our pockets when we don't even know how to attract wealth in the first place of the system that we just so happen to hate so much? Why is it that people are still taking advice from women when a woman can't teach you how to be a man? Why is it that every single person that I've seen, because it was 50-50, so I'm only talking to half of y'all, but why is it that every single person that I've seen in the comments, and obviously I don't have time to read all of the comments, but I scanned through a little bit and I clicked on a profile picture of the people that was the most upset about it, the people that had the most to say. Why is it that those people were the dustiest of the dusty, and when you go down and you look at their profile, all of them want to be rappers, half of them is PPP loan scammers, and the other bit of them is failed basketball players, and they still keeping it real in the hood? These people can't teach you nothing. And this is why it's important for us to be able to separate the difference between those that have your best interest at heart and those that just want to see you crash out. People are so against the thing that's the best for them, and it's no better example than this video. Nothing good would come to that man with regard to how it was that he presented himself, because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. And when you want to take advice from people, actually take advice from people that can give you some insight on how it is that you're going to level up. Take advice from somebody that's actually willing to hire you as a result of your making better decisions and being able to communicate more effectively. Before you're able to even get into the door, you have to be able to get past the gatekeepers, right? If you just got it, right, and you already then came up on it, and you a social media influencer and a socialite, because I see a lot of people like to refer to Jay-Z. Jay-Z is a rapper turned businessman. You not him. You go to work every day in the fucking call center, and you out here trying to struggle, making $40,000 a year talking about what somebody should do instead of conforming to what it is that's best for you, so then you can have the option to be able to do whatever it is that you want to do when you want to do it. If you already getting it, then do whatever you want to do, because you can make your own rules. You your own boss. You now have the ability to not have to depend on the federal government in order to ask for your student loans to be forgiven. But if you ain't that, and if you over here trying to force somebody in order to give you a position in a company, make yourself more, these same people, they'll go over there and lie on their resume and make themselves to be more than what they really are to conform to the system, be able to get that bag and feed their families. But then they advocate for you to crash out because they on social media and they think that they got a voice. Stop listening to everybody. They don't have your best interests at heart. They cannot help you. They cannot put you in a position of power. They don't even have the power to be able to give you a job and put money in your pocket and add value into your life and be able to mentor you. Why would you take advice from them? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to need a lot of y'all, because I understand that this message and the messages that I have is not for the majority, it's for the minority. You're not going to reach everybody. So you're not doing it for the 99%, you're doing it for the 1% that can actually use the information and be able to level up. Everybody not going to be able to hear it. It's some people that's going to be able to catch the wave, and that's why you drop the video regardless. That's why you stand 10 toes down. That's why you don't let these people that continue to vote in all of these liberals that don't even have your best interests at heart. That's why you don't conform to the matrix. That's why you're not continuing to entertain this nonsense, because they have no clue on what's best for them. And if they did, then they would be able to actually give you some advice on how to maintain a relationship, continue to level up. They would be millionaires themselves, and they would be able to actually create their own narrative and their own families and retain the wealth that they say that they want within this system that they feel like is so against them. Don't get me to rambling. Don't get me to going on. I just absolutely despise this culture And I'm always going to advocate for, and I'm always going to stand 10 toes down on the thing that's going to be best for you, not the thing that make you feel good in the eyes of the people that don't have your best interests. It's completely remove yourself from the matrix. I love you. I really love you, because I'm going to tell you the thing that's in your best interest. I'm not going to tell you the thing that make you feel good on social media and then you have you crashing out in real life. I love you in real life. Keep doing the thing that's in your best interest. I'm going to holler at y'all later, man. Peace, bro.